Research shows fewer millennials and Gen Xers are choosing primary care physicians in traditional doctor's offices and are instead opting for easier solutions to meet their medical needs. Millennials, those ages 22 to 38, are set to become the largest living generation in the U.S. this year. Generation Z comprises the youngest adults, ages 18 to 21. Raised on the internet, these two consumer groups are used to getting food, clothes, whatever they want, super fast with just the touch of a finger without leaving their homes. So it may come as no surprise that millennials are nearly 3 times as likely to be dissatisfied with traditional in-person health care than their baby boomer grandparents, those age 55 and above. 16% of millennials cited issues with appointment times, compared to just 6% of boomers. Location is an even bigger problem. Nearly 1/4 of millennials don't like traveling to the doctor, compared to just 4% of boomers. As to the effectiveness of in-person medical care, 32% of Gen Zers felt dissatisfied, 12% of millennials, and just 4% of boomers. This is valuable information for healthcare providers trying to reach consumers looking for a different experience.
The key players in the industry are seeing the trend.
Enter Doctor on Demand, one of a growing number of telemedicine companies for people who want to visit with the doctor without the hassle of driving, parking, and sitting in a waiting room.
That population is saying, I want to see my doctor right away, on demand, and I want to do that from the comfort of my home.
Telemedicine does have its drawbacks. Telemedicine relies on technology, which isn't always reliable. Plus, when doctors interact with patients on a screen, they can miss nonverbal cues they'd otherwise pick up touching them here in the exam room. More invasive appointments, like a routine physical, require in-person treatment. However, many young people don't get regular physicals. Only about half of Gen Zers even have a primary care physician, compared to roughly 2/3 of millennials and 85% of baby boomers.
I like the idea of one person to tell whatever's wrong, and then from there we go from there.
The younger folks without a PCP who don't use telemedicine still have another option: urgent care facilities, which are booming in popularity largely because of their convenience. The number of visits increased 125% in the last decade. However, people with chronic or complicated medical conditions could be at a disadvantage because urgent care doctors often don't have access to the patient's medical records and aren't aware of their complete health history. Lori Johnson, CBN News.